If you've watched previous videos in this series, you'll know the first step in doing an iris analysis is to evaluate the base color of the iris. In this short video, I'll introduce you to the second step, which is assessing the fiber structure. Welcome to Iridology Education. My name is Judith Cobb. I've been a holistic wellness coach using iridology, nutrition, and herbology to help people reclaim their health since 1981. In 1985, I started teaching courses for health professionals. This channel is specifically designed to introduce constitutional iridology to health professionals. If you love what you learn here, if you benefit from it, please remember to subscribe to the channel so you won't ever miss another video, like this video, and drop a comment. Here's a quick 30,000-foot overview of the four structural constitutions. We have the neurogenic, the anxiety-tonic, the polyglandular, and the connective tissue. The neurogenic type will have fairly evenly spaced fibers that radiate outwards. There will be few, if any, fiber separations. These people like to be in control of their life. They like to have all their ducks in a row, and as long as all the ducks are in a row, everything is great. They tend to not like surprises. They don't like having wrenches thrown into their works. They are usually structurally strong, but often they take it for granted, and so they run their bodies into the ground. When we see concentric rings like this in an iris, this defines the anxiety-tonic type. These people like to be busy, they like their to-do lists, and they don't like wasting time. They like to be productive. They also internalize their stress. They often don't realize how much stress they're under until they finally break down. They do like variety in life, and they need to play as hard as they work. The polyglandular type has what look like flower petals. Sometimes those flower petals can be very small, very narrow, looking more like the individual florets on a dandelion. The polyglandular type tends more towards hormone imbalances, including reproductive and just generally endocrine imbalances as well. They are very creative usually, and they're very emotive. Finally, we have the connective tissue type. These people's fiber structure is very tangled looking, a little bit messy. Sometimes they can have the flower petals, but the overall fiber structure is messy. As the name implies, these people tend to have less resilient connective tissue. These people are more prone to strains, sprains, broken bones, torn ligaments, and they don't regenerate their collagen really well, which means that they tend to get wrinklier earlier in life, and they tend to not repair injuries and wounds very well either. So they'll be a little bit slower healing oftentimes. So think for a moment. With what you've learned in these first few videos, can you see how iridology might give you a deeper insight into your client's predispositions and what their unique health needs might be? Can you see how it would add depth and clarity to your client sessions? Watch for the next installment where we're going to be talking about some of the different pigments we see in an iris and what they mean. If you want to learn iridology at a clinical level, including how to integrate modalities you probably already use like herbology and nutrition, click the link in the description below.